Yo, what's up, guys? I'm coming back at it again with another nature build. This time, this is my healer right here, but this time I'm going to cover on what happened on the new updates. It's been quite some time, but I'm going to show you. So, with the new update, the amulet I talked about last time was, uh, well, I was talking about like transformation card and strategist and the tetrahedron, and then taking out the tetrahedron and putting the amulet there was pretty much fairly close to the same amount of damage. When I said that, I only had it at 160. Now it's at 200. So therefore, you receive, what is it? 30%? Yes, 30% uh, more damage compared to 20% before, and and there you go. By 10 stacks, 3%. There you go. And that's the thing. So you can run this one loadout here with the amulet. So right now I'm using the grimoire and it does pretty good damage, and it doesn't kill you. So, but the amulet does a little more, so it's nice. So this is meant really for the hallways and stuff like that to build your supercharge. Just wanted to make sure my mic was on. And build your supercharge and stuff like that. So, um, that being said, uh, you're using Savage Growth. I'll show you. Not Savage Growth, I meant you're using Serpent Call to Savage Growth, Running Dervish, and then you'll hit Savage Growth again, and then you hit Vortex Trap, and then Roar, and then rotate the process, okay? So it'll look something like this. Now I'm pretty much gonna have to stop there, or it's gonna kill me. Alright, see a good 930. That's pretty good damage. And I'm not even full stacked yet, So that being said, putting the grimoire on, I can keep rotating without a healer. Next time I'll probably have to get a healer to help me do this, but you'll see the damage now. And these are no buffs and stuff like that. You see the damage is very impressive, so... Oh, missed up a... There, it's gonna be a little lower, but hey, whatever. And there you go. So you're seeing, 100k damage a second. That's impressive, for 3-man target and using Grimoire. And yeah, of course you're gonna get more with the amulet. So that's cool too, We're gonna go with the reason, with the Grimoire, it's not like your poisons are staying out there, but the PI is. So if you ever lose your poisons and hit Savage Growth, they're gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get full damage for that. So that's really cool. I just wanted to cover that part. So, alright guys, I'm here to cover the rest of the loadouts here. It's going to be a single target type deal. Alright, so basically what I'm going to be doing here is going through my loadout here and showing you guys. This is pretty much what I'm going to be using for Gorilla Form. I usually use the jump cancel, the freezing breath, but now I just weapon cancel and it adds a little bit more damage. It gives you a chance to get your shield or whatever you want to use for your weapon white mod. So that being said, I'm gonna show you guys on that part, and the damage is great. So I might have to build my supercharger a couple times, a couple rotations, but I'll go ahead and show you the single target on it real quick. Like I said, I have no buffs. The amulet, I'm not using the amulet or anything like that, so it's going to be a solar amp, transformation card, and strategist card. Also, I'm precked. Let's see, not precked up. I got 404 skill points, so I'm maxed out on the might, and then I put the rest in health for DPS. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and start it. Left or right is fine. I like to start with Serpent Call, to be honest. And sometimes I like to add in like a little weapon hit. So you can tap triangle, or if you're on PC, tap your weapon hit, range, and then you can add in a weapon attack, So this is just helps build supercharge real quick, because all that other stuff doesn't matter. So I just hit harvest, and then I hit the robot psychic, and then I add on, what I'm doing here, weapon cancel, right before the impaling thorns comes out. See that? Weapon cancel. And you just keep rotating like that. It's not bad damage. And I know you can add in like what was the I'm trying to remember what was. Oh, for voracious plants, you could add in that, but so when it comes to single target for gorilla form and all that stuff, uh, it's not so good when it comes to single target. This is where it comes from out of. So I'm just gonna get my supercharge up there. There we go. Alright, so right here, this is where gorilla form really comes into play, really makes a big difference. So what I'm gonna do here is that, go ahead, switch, harvest, there we go. Harvest one more time to start over the rotation. There we go. And you'll see increased damage. It's pretty impressive. So you can also back up a little bit. Get a good angle with the frost breath, and it makes a big difference. So you just keep, weapon canceling your freezing breath like that, and then you won't have a problem with losing your poisons. But if you don't, you can lose your poisons, and you don't want to do that. So if you can't notice on my what is it, electrical DPS loadout that I did, these numbers are pretty much the same, but you'll see that multiple target does a lot better compared to electricity's multiple target. The number's a little higher with nature because of the whole with gorilla form hitting everything with the finisher. You can see everything is getting hit, even though it's not as strong as what you're focusing on, but you can see what you're focused on in the middle is getting most of the damage. It's pretty impressive though. But, I'm not switching back in and out of supercharged, kind of like electricity, So, makes a big difference. I'll go ahead and switch one time, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Just clip those two. get a little bit of an angle, a little bit more damage that way with the freezing breath. So it's a little bit better angle. I think the further away, the better it is for freezing breath. I'm not very sure though. Pretty sure that's how it goes though. As it seems, maybe. Oh, this is the best part. It really burns everything around it, so that's amazing on its own. But your single target damage is going to be a little low. So that being said, I mean, it's not like it doesn't build good supercharge or anything. I mean, you're not using your supercharged generator in the gorilla form, so. You know, I use these 3 poisons and then heat vision, and this is not found for the best like single target as not being form changed. Gorilla form, that's where it's going to be at, you know. So I think I had another loadout for just regular DPS here. So usually I go wolf form on this one, and I'll change my head mod besides having a gorilla. So I'll have critical prime or wolf form. So usually I'll have gorilla supercharge where it gives you 5% supercharge back. But lately I've been using a lot of wolf form lately and just staying melee and not using. I'm not going to elites right now until I pretty much. I'll just probably going back to electricity because it's a little bit easier for elites compared to form changes all the time with DPS. So there you go, and then. Bacchus Berserker, extended supercharge, it helps out, so you can pop more supercharge. Let's serve War, since I use War a lot, dashing combos, that's how you use with Whirling Dervish and all that, and max damage, since I have a 200 solar amp. If you don't have a 200 solar amp, please use Empowered Channeling because you will receive more damage by not getting cancelled than having max damage. Because if you get canceled, like, you know, interrupted per se, that's what will happen. So, all right, I'm gonna go through a loadout here. All right, the loadout that I'm gonna be going over is an Amulet loadout for gorilla form. Since the finisher hits multiple targets, it will heal you all the way up. That's the main reason why we're going to be using gorilla form if you're using the amulet. But there's also, basically you can take how I showed you in the first beginning of the video, that loadout where you use Serpent Call, and then you use Savage Crow, and then Whirling Dervish, and then Vortex Trap. With the Robot Psychic, you can use that, besides the Robot Psychic, you'll use the finisher, and you can use that the whole time. Through, you know, like going through ads and stuff like that, besides using the way I can show you as well. So anyway, so this rotation is pretty much close to my primal wolf form. So the only thing I've changed is right here, it's going to be Vortex Trap for wolf form, and then gorilla form, it's going to be Impelling Thorns, which is your finisher, which resets the stacks that you're going to be adding from the amulet that's going to kill you. But since the finisher hits everything, it will heal you all the way up. Now, not on a single target, but on multiple target. So even if it's a 3-man or the 8-man. So I'm just going to do it on the 8-man. It's a little bit more fun. So here we go. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright. So we're getting close to hurting ourselves here, but we'll check this out. Straight healed. Look at that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come through this loadout and rotate it a couple times, right? So that heal, bro. Look at that heal, bro. I still have all my poisons, right? It's 3 poisons. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I didn't lose my poisons. My bad. Alright. Back at it again with the white vans. Go ahead and reset. Here we go, here we go. I mean, you can see the damage that it will apply. But like I said, it's going to jump up, it's going to go down, it's going to jump up, go down. And this is a rotation that's not going to kill you. Because you're not killing yourself. You know, imagine using this in the, you know, it works. These numbers are really good. So, that being said, try to Whirling Dervish as long as you can because you have that buff. That 6-second buff. Whirling Dervish, tap square, finisher, reset the stacks. And look at the damage. It's nice. You're not going back and forth on the supercharge. You're not running out. Doing good numbers. So, and it's not killing you. Imagine having a healer. You wouldn't even have to reset this much. You'd be able to go over 2 mil a second. No problem. Big heals, big heals. Alright. So, that being said, you see that, right? Well, we'll go on to the next one. Alright, we're going to be continuing with the Amulet here. This is a form change to gorilla form, pretty much just showing you that, you know, you can do numbers in gorilla form too if you wanted to say in gorilla form. This is going to be a permanent change and you can be running around like that if you wanted to. But this is how you can run the Amulet if you don't have a healer, or, you know what I'm saying, it's just, or a weak healer per se, like, because it's hard to even heal. Once you get to 10 stacks, it's pretty hard, but I mean, there's low cost of the Whirling Dervish and stuff like that. So, that being said, let's go here, loadouts, and what we'll do is just put gorilla form over here, right? So we can still have this if we don't have supercharge, right? Which, there you go. Put a gorilla form, and we're just going to use pretty much the same thing, but robot sidekick is going to be replaced with impelling thorns to heal ourselves. That makes a big difference here, so let's give that a go. The artifacts I'm going to be using is going to be take out Grimoire, put the Amulet there. So let's do it. Still no buffs, too. We're running about, let's see, might's going to be 83,901. There we go. So, don't really need to hit a power, but might as well, right? Nice, where it doesn't look good. Little heal there too. That's real cool. That was dangerous. Alright. So like I said, with the Amulet, your damage is going to be high, and it's going to be low, because you're going back and forth. You're losing your stacks, so I don't know, to me, using the Amulet like this, it's not going to be a benefit as well as the way you were using it before. It's just nice. I mean, when you have a healer, it's going to be different though. So you gotta add that in there. Let's try this. Pass that. Here we go. We might have a good rotation in there. For Or add in the finisher before that Savage Growth kills me. Still not bad damage, is what I'm looking at. That's gonna be a close one. Clip that one. Add that one. One more time. There we go. 10 stacks. Now the finisher is hitting that 10 stacks. That makes a world of a difference as well. You're healing yourself the whole time, and you can be healing others too. So you gotta think about that. But, you know, that being said, you know, if there's more rats, maybe that'll be better. You can always try it. We'll add with a finisher here. Add a little finisher. This finisher is awesome, but I just love that part right there. Yeah, better finish that. Anyway, you see what I'm talking about here. I mean, it's not bad, and it's fun to use the amulet that way, and imagine having a healer, you don't have to reset, but if, you know, shit hits the fan, bam, finisher. Get healed up. So, it hits everything. Try not to jump cancel it, because then you can't jump cancel in your heals. Alright guys, well, that'll do it for the nature build, for the DPS part. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, you want me to do a raid or anything like that, throw it down below. So I'll read them, just read them on a different account because this one's attached to my PlayStation 4. So, alright. Later.